First things first, Southampton definitely played for a draw in that game because there were certain parts of that game today against Liverpool where Southampton really, if they'd pushed it a little bit more, they probably could have actually nicked a goal off us. The amount of times that they got a cross floated into the box and it was just a little bit in front of their striker or a little bit behind their striker and just wasn't, the exact right ball. But if they were just a little bit more clinical with their passing, they could have won this game. They really could have won this game. We didn't win this game because we were just absolutely flaccid. We were absolutely abysmal today. I don't care. You can have all the possession you want in the world. You can look like you're controlling the game. If you don't do anything with it, it's pointless. It doesn't get you any points on the board. It doesn't get you any further in the league. Apart from, yes, we drew the game and we get 1 point. Origi, something's got to change with Origi because you've either got to put someone up there with him, change the system, and I'm going to come on to that in a second as well, and maybe partner him with, with Sturridge or Firmino or something like that. And I think after, his performances today, Sturridge definitely does now have to become a starter. We've got 2 games left against West Ham and Middlesbrough. West Ham at London Stadium, Middlesbrough at home, and I'm not looking forward to the home game now because we haven't won any of them. I can't even remember when. I think we've got like 2 points from the last 3 home games. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Considering how good we were at home at the start of the season and how good we were just in general at the start of the season, is lucky that we are 1 game ahead of Manchester City in the league at the moment, but we're actually still now, we've moved back into 3rd, 1 point ahead. But Man City have absolutely destroyed our goal difference this weekend by winning 5-0 against Crystal Palace. So we really have no home comfort in that one there. Arsenal have just beaten Man United tonight, so that's done us a little bit of a favour, but not much of one because the ideal result would have been for them to get a draw. But lo and behold, Arsenal start to get a win just when they need it, and they know that top 4 maybe isn't going to be in their realm next year. The whole team today was just absolutely abysmal. We started, from my opinion, the whole game was too slow. Everything was too slow. We started having opportunities late on in the first half, but it was too slow. You started too slow. And my opinion for that is they're trying to play the same system that we had when we had Sadio Mane, but we don't have Sadio Mane. So you can't then try and recreate the same thing with the only person that has any amount of pace was Origi, and he looked slow as hell today. He looked like he was stuck in reverse half of the game. It just, for most of the game actually, to be fair. And this is what I've got to say about Sturridge coming on late on. Sturridge coming on, he looks sharp and he looks good. And I think he has to starting now because we have to go for this. We can't end this season with like 3 draws. I did say in the preview, if there was one of the games that I would draw, it would be this one, because we were most likely to draw this one anyway. I think we played, let me just think, I think we played Southampton 4 times and we haven't scored at all. Something like 360 minutes have gone by in games and we have not scored against friggin' Southampton. And Southampton are a good defensive team when they want to be, but they've been torn apart by other teams as well. Teams that, they've been beaten by teams that are lower than us in the league as well. Don't necessarily have some of the talent levels that we have as well. Bearing in mind most of our players did come from Southampton, so maybe that's something, to do with it there. They know how to play against them. Not starting Lallana was a bit of a mistake in my opinion. I know that he's on about managing the fitness of him and stuff like that after his injury, but he played 70 minutes against Watford and he did say it was too intense, to have to play that long. But you know what? We're in desperate times at the moment and we've only got like a game a week. So, they should be recovering quite well. I just thought, well, I can't really say the whole team. Defensively, we did what we had to do when we were called upon to do it. But everything else from midfield upwards was just awful. I'm not going to slag off Milner for missing a penalty, which would have actually sealed the game for us and would have got a 1-0 win. Again, another 1-0. I'm not going to slag off Milner too much because it shouldn't have had to just come down to being a penalty. You've got to give credit to Milner. I think out of the last 12 penalties he's taken, he's only missed 1, and that was today. It's unfortunate that it was today, but we rode our luck. I just think at the moment that if we don't change the system a little bit to either accommodate doing 2 strikers up front and maybe have a bit more of a central, like an actual midfield instead of trying to play like wingers when we don't actually have any wingers, like designated wingers, that might be something that we can do. So maybe looking at a 4-1-2-1-2, I don't know, that could work. I don't even think there's a problem with that. We've got the players to do it at the moment. We don't have Henderson fit. For God, he might, by the looks of it, I'm writing Henderson off for the whole season because we're not getting an update on him at all. I think unless we change the system, I think we're going to end up having to do the same thing. West Ham look like they could be reinvigorated just at the right time for them because they beat Tottenham, their big London rivals. They beat them 1-0. If they beat Tottenham, what could they do to us? If they flood our box like they did against Tottenham, yeah, we're going to be in trouble because Tottenham's defence is actually pretty good. Ours is shaky at the best of times. So that's not going to be... I'm not looking forward to that match whatsoever. Then you got Middlesbrough after that one, but I can't look too far ahead of that one. We've got to now pray Man City, Man United, Arsenal start dropping points. I don't know who their games are against, but when I do the preview for the West Ham game, I'll come on to those ones then. But I think the main thing is looking at system. I think it has to change. Definitely has to change. Sturridge has to start coming in now. Grujic, I thought he looked good when he came in as well. I can't even remember who the other sub was. No, it was Lallana, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, something's got to change system-wise, but the players have got to take so much more responsibility. They have to actually come into this game like they talk about it. So when they talk about games and they do previews and stuff like that, or they're on social media or they're on Liverpool FC, Liverpool TV, or anything like that, they talk about it very, very well. We're well up for this game. This game's going to be brilliant. We're going to play really well. You know, walk the walk. Don't just talk the talk. Because at the moment we look devoid of ideas, straight out of ideas, and it's looking worrying. Like, I'm almost at the point where now I'm thinking we're going to struggle to get fourth. Like, and I've been looking at third, thinking third's looking pretty decent, looking pretty damn decent. Third's the one that I want. Third is the one that I want. I don't want to have to go through qualifying in the Champions League. That'd be, But at this moment, I would take fourth. If you ended the league right now, and we were in fourth, I would take it. I'd snap your hands off for it because I'm trying not to think too much about it, but it's gutting me ever so slightly that, like, we cannot throw this away. We just can't throw this away. A little bit of change has got to come in, I think. West Ham could be there for the taking. Their defence has been pretty good lately. Abysmal performance today, though. Very, very flat. And the atmosphere in Anfield, by the sounds of it on TV, and that was just TV, it sounded pretty flat as well. So people on Twitter who were actually at the game as well saying that the atmosphere was awful. I can't comment on that because I'm not there. But if they're saying it and they're there, that's not very good. That's not very good. Maybe an away game is just what we need at the moment. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below because I'm absolutely gutted, guys. I really am. I'm genuinely really gutted. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What can we do against West Ham? What do we have to change? Give me your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. I need something else to read. Okay. Thank you ever so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you later.